Kyle Chase, Systems Integrator and CTO at Kymera Systems. We are based in Leduc, Alberta, Canada. Kymera pushes the boundaries of ignition, offering creative and effective solutions to our clients. From our in-depth knowledge of ignition, as well as our in-house module developers, Kymera feels that we can deliver any project with ignition.
Hi, I'm Matt Eaton. I'm a Senior Systems Integrator and Project Lead with Kymera Systems. In my job at Kymera Systems, I work top to bottom on a project, from design and documentation to development, integration, and training of our clients at the end of the day. We did this project for Endurance Energy, a Calgary-based exploration and production company focused on natural gas assets. The assets in question are located in northern British Columbia, where infrastructure is a limiting factor. In that kind of an environment, it's difficult to even build the communications equipment to talk to your devices in the field. Our client uses Siemens FactoryLink, an old system on the verge of discontinuation. The client needs new support and improvements to justify the cost of an upgrade. Our challenges were implementing the interactions between the old system and the new one, the interactions between our system and the field-level devices, and other parallel control and business software.
Ignition allowed the client to upgrade their SCADA system without upgrading the legacy hardware and software environment. The flexibility and intelligent scripting driving our data collection for Endurance's accounting software has mitigated connectivity issues and the frequency of collected errors. These improvements have drastically reduced the amount of human intervention required to attain high-quality accounting data. We standardized the data and display of assets. That, plus the gateway area network architecture, enables the client to visualize the entire system from one client. Standardized display means that a control valve can be tuned the same way anywhere in the system. A well can be optimized through one unified interface. Sites without a standard set of equipment degrade gracefully. We simplify the interaction of operators with their data so they can spend more time being productive and less time switching between SCADA clients to get the information and control that they need. Support for Siemens FactoryLink system is now degraded, and new technical challenges are solved with whatever institutional knowledge remains. But now the client has access to Inductive Automation's knowledgeable, comprehensive technical support team. We drive Ignition to meet and exceed expectations at every opportunity. The challenge is to create a system that is able to tie together all of the legacy devices with their wide range of configurations and transition to Ignition within a set of defined phases. The current Ignition system has 518,000 tags with 10 to 12 clients connected simultaneously. We draw data from Kepware, Ignition directly, and a Delta V via the OPC DA protocol. All history is being stored in a SQL Server 12 installation on the central server. In order to meet the client's requirements, we set up a hub and spoke architecture. The hub houses all screens and non-transferable artifacts, and the spokes house local tags and a set of screens to use for local redundancy. From a hub-based client, users are able to view any site to any level of granularity. If the connection to the hub is disrupted, the spokes still have access to their local screens and data. The GAN, Gateway Area Network, allows Ignition to use remote tag providers, which allows for such decentralization of tags, while also allowing all the sites to be centralized to one area. Alarm state is passed through the GAN for dissemination by the central server. The client previously used a custom communication driver to get data from Fisher-Rock devices over a serial radio network. In our solution, Kepware provides the actual communication to those devices, but after the initial installation and configuration of the network, we found the performance lacking. Some of the devices responded reliably when the communication timeout was increased, but finding those devices was a challenge. Ignition's powerful scripting options allowed us to create a framework to analyze response rates and total field polling times. Our communications metrics provided actionable information on underperforming devices, which in turn allowed the administrators to target devices for reconfiguration or replacement. The metrics also provided valuable comparisons of the effectiveness of configuration changes to the communication network.
Kymera specializes in delivering projects with Ignition. I feel it's like a Swiss Army knife. We can use it to build almost any project. The project at Endurance is a great example of this. From the aging field of devices to the 5 different locations, we were able to build one comprehensive SCADA solution to deliver on all of their requirements.
In the future, Ignition will provide an interface for taking notes, calibrating, and testing the devices. We'll have an interface for recording and scheduling these events. We're going to add 3 more spokes, hundreds of devices, and thousands of tags to the final system. Once we're able to replicate all of the reports, Ignition will take over all of the functions of the previous system and the transition will be complete. In our case, Ignition proves its versatility. We know Ignition is at the forefront of new technology and the latest and greatest devices, but in this case, we take over from Siemens FactoryLink. We integrate with a legacy import method for the accounting software, an older serial radio network, and a host of devices and protocols. We provide a cleaner interface for all of the field's data to be viewed at once, and we'll work side by side with the legacy system until the transition is complete.